In this video, I'll be showing you how to make 3D pathfinding with the latest GDevelop update. Now, before this update, you should have to use the 2D pathfinding behaviors, and there was a load of bugs where the enemies or whatever would just phase through the walls, but those are all now fixed. So I'll be showing you how to get that working. Now, it's super easy. All you need is your enemy. I'm just going to drag the guy from the asset store into the scene, and then you also need your ground and your obstacle. Now, the first thing we'll do is make sure to add the pathfinding obstacle. So we'll get the Navmesh one for 3D. You need that because then it shows to your enemy or whatever that you can walk on that. And then we'll just change it to the mesh so that it's the exact same hitbox as that. Then we'll also add it to our obstacle. And we'll add the Navmesh one and make it the mesh shape. Now that's all for that, for our collisions and stuff. Now we'll add the pathfinding behavior to our enemy. So we want the Navmesh one, of course, and we'll do pathfinding character. And then you can change these whatever you want. I'm just going to leave them because this is just an example. And now we only need one event. And for the action, it'll be just search up Navmesh, and then we want it to move to a position. And I'm just going to make it target the player. Oh, that's not the right object. I'm just going to make it target the player. So I'll put in player.x, and then player.y, and then player.z. There. Alright, so if we preview right now, it will work, but he'll just follow you infinitely. He doesn't actually have like a detection zone. So what we're going to do is add a condition and have the distance between the two objects. So we'll have the player and the zombie, and then the distance, you can do whatever you want. I'm just going to do 500. We'll have, if he's below it, then you'll target the player, and then we'll add a new event and copy and paste this and invert it. So if he's above, or if you're further away than 500, then we'll also copy and paste this, and he'll move to a random location. So what you'll want to do is, like, this is the map of the template, and you'll want to be in 2D view. Just have your cursor there, and you'll see the bottom corner numbers there. So you'll go there, and then the top corner as well. And the first one is the X, and the second one is the Y. So then you'll have those numbers going here. So we'll do random in range. And then your first number, mine is -307. Which I think it's normally like the smaller ones. You can try doing the bigger one first. I don't know if it'll work. Okay, so we'll do -300 and then 1580 for X, and then we'll copy and paste this and put it in here, and then we'll change this to whatever our Y numbers are. Mine is -577 and 1145. And then the Z, you'll just change to 0, I think should be fine. Now, this won't really work, because he'll just he's always trying to find a new spot to go to. So we need to add a timer, so that he does it every so often. So we'll add a new condition, and we'll do the beginning of scene. And then we need to start a timer, start a scene timer. You can call it whatever you want. I'm just going to call mine pathfinding. And then we will add a timer in here. And it'll be, if the value of the scene timer, pathfinding, is, you can make this whatever you want. So this is how often the guy will pick a different location. I'm going to make mine 3 seconds for the example. And then we need a trigger once as well, so this doesn't just jitter him out. It'll happen every 3 seconds. Then we want to reset the timer. Now there's one thing we gotta do before this, and that is copy and paste this down here. And then we want to remove this part of the timer. We'll remove this and make it unpause. And then we also will have to pause it. So unpause the scene timer pathfinding. And up here, we'll add pause the timer. Where is it? Here it is. Pause the timer. So now this should all work. When we preview, after 3 seconds, he'll start picking random locations, and he'll walk towards it for 3 seconds and then pick a new one. So that's like if you set it to 10 seconds, and every 10 seconds he'll walk to the location, stand there, and then wait. So then if we go up to him, he'll start targeting us. And if we eventually get far enough away, he'll start going to a new location. Now, if we collide with him, nothing's going to happen, and it's pretty basic. You probably already know how to do this, but if you don't, just grab collision with the player and the zombie, and to reset the game, we'll just change the scene to our current scene, which mine is game scene. Now, if you want him to also have animations, because you saw on screen he's just like walking normally with just like an idle animation, then click the video on screen now, and that shows how you can make walking animations and idle animations for him. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.